in the United States, the aerosol products, hairsprays and aerosol deodorant markets were decimated by boycotts. Even before there were regulations in the United States that prohibited the use. So the consumer side can have a big impact on the choice of technology. At the same time, there were cities in the United States, Ann Arbor, Michigan, Berkeley, California, several other cities that prohibited the sale of products. So some of the first regulations occurred by those governments. If you then look at the Montreal Protocol, what it did is it made it unnecessary to have local action as a jumpstart to the regulation, but it still kept the consumers in control. Many countries, including the United States, labeled the products that were made with or contained ozone-depleting substances. So that was valuable as a technique. Right now, if you look at the climate treaty, you find that California has been instrumental in the United States, ahead of the federal government. So you have a case where the state of California can move ahead regulations that become the model for the federal program. In Australia, the Montreal Protocol phase-out plan for the Commonwealth of Australia was adapted from the Victoria State Plan. So you might view the state and local authorities in the first stages as the incubator and the innovator and the early start of action. And then you might view the international treaty as sweeping in all the countries and making sure that no country is negligent in doing their part to protect the environment. So I think it's a very worthwhile interaction. I personally like competition among regulatory authorities, that if one regulatory authority fails to do their obligation like a national government, it's very helpful to have an international treaty that trumps the national government, that forces the national government into action. And similarly, it's nice to have the federal government worried that if they don't act quickly, there'll be regulations in all the states and all the localities, and it'll be too complicated. So it motivates action.